Hello, guys. Welcome to Happy Valley Berry Farm. Here we will be basically talking about how you are supposed to manage your strawberry and even look at the diseases and maybe various varieties of strawberry that we normally have in our farm. And we will do some comparison. Everything that to do with the management of strawberry is what we will deal with. As you can see, this is our block C. We haven't started harvesting the strawberry, but as you can, we have some flowers that it's an indicator that soon we might be having fruits in this block. However, I don't want to be selfish. I want to show you how we have reached up to this position and what it has taken to get such a nice strawberry. I hope you will enjoy the process and you will work with us. Okay, come I show you where I want us to learn about the management of strawberry in our new block, and I'll show you how you are supposed to prepare your beds and how you are supposed to apply your manure and even installing the drips, installing the mulching paper, and even show you how you are when you what you have to consider when you're selecting the mulching paper. This will be our block D. As you can see, we have already made our beds. We have applied manure. It's here. But I want us to take one of the beds and prepare it with you so that you can perfectly understand what it takes to have a bed. So this is the bed I want us to prepare with you, and first of all you have to ensure that it is well leveled. So we are going to remove all these weeds, then we apply manure. My viewer, you have to ensure that your beds are well leveled, and so that when you apply manure it can be spread evenly in all places. We normally add manure because once you plant strawberry it might take a while before you uproot them. You might be harvesting them for about 2 years and a half, or up to maximum of 3 years with with a proper production. It is also very important to note that the shape of the bed, as you can see, it is dome shaped, and also you can, from this point to this point here, the width of the bed is 3 feet, and the path between the two beds, it's supposed to be 1 feet or 1.5. So having done that part, let's now go and check the type of manure we have and whether it is well decomposed. Well, So this is the manure we have. It's goat and sheep manure, and also I can see some there is a cow manure here. And the height you see here, this level, it's an indicator of a well decomposed manure. That's why it has that white color. But when I placed my hand here in between the insider, I can feel there is a lot of heat. That means the manure is still decomposing. The microbiology are still undertaking the process of decomposition, but it's good. This one can be used. The remaining part of decomposition will take place while in those beds. So each and every bed we are taking about two wheelbarrows. Let me show you. And by the way, what makes the goat and sheep manure suitable for the kind of work we are doing is because it's normally small in size, and it can decompose faster when compared to cow dung. You know, cow dung is big, and you know the issue of surface area to volume ratio. And this is you see, this is a cow part of cow dung, and it is not decomposing easily. You can compare this one and this one. You see the two. This is such a big difference. This one will be absorbed very fast by the plant, but this one might take several months. So when you are choosing manure, go for the goat and sheep manure for that purpose. It doesn't take much to know how to spread manure. You just do it. It's a simplest thing, because you only have to do like this to ensure you are spreading it evenly. Although you will later use the rake to spread it. Somebody might want to know why are we spreading this manure like this, or why are we wasting a lot of manure instead of using fertilizer? The advantage of having manure is that other than feeding the plant, it normally help in retaining water. So the plant will throughout have the will have water throughout the year. The cow dung, it's hardly decomposes. It takes time, and that's why we don't prefer it. Although it doesn't mean that it won't help our crops, but it is not the favorite one. This is one wheelbarrow. Now we are going for the second one. I believe it will be enough to fill this from this point up to that point over there. That's why I told you we only need 2 wheelbarrows per bed. And as you can see, the whole bed is covered with manure. The only part remaining is spreading it evenly. And that is what we are aiming for. My viewer, one thing that I would like you to put into consideration as you work on your beds, make sure you don't step on your beds because the soil is supposed to remain loose for easier penetration of the roots of the young strawberry that you will plant. So don't keep on stepping on the bed. Since you do that, the soil will form a hardy that it will be very difficult for the plant to survive for a longer time. For farmer, this is a point that you cannot afford to ignore, because strawberry is a heavy feeder, and it will need enough manure or nutrients to feed um, throughout the period that you will be harvesting. If you ignore this stage of strawberry farming, you might end up harvesting very small fruits, and maybe fruits that are not attractive even in the market. So you have to put this in consideration if you want to become a serious strawberry farmer. So what now we are about to do is spreading, uh, mixing the soil with manure, and it has to be evenly, just as I'm doing. You see, as you mix, um, the bigger particles of manure cannot, they are not mixing well with the soil. They are just remaining on the top, just like stones. But with the time, it will decompose, because we will later cover this bed with the mulching paper. So we can be very sure that the manure that we have applied on this bed will help in not only retaining the water, but also it will play a very critical role in feeding our strawberry. And I believe that we will get very big and attractive fruits from this block. This will be our block D. We already have 3 blocks. At the beginning of this video, I was able to show you our block C, and yeah, really hoping that we will be getting enough kilos per harvest on block C. We also have block A and block B that we are already harvesting, but in block B and block C, we are focusing on potting runners so that we need enough seedlings, because other than this block D, we also want to establish block E. We find a better place at this shamba where we can establish our block B. I mean block E. We need block E. You must ensure that as you spread the manure, it is not falling on the path, because the path must remain as clear as possible. Also, we don't want to waste our manure. We need to retain it at the top of the bed so that the crops can manage to feed on it. Remember, any manure that falls on the path, it is considered a wastage. And you know, manure, sometimes it tend to be very expensive. If you fail to spread manure as I'm doing, or to mix it with the soil, a plant might be planted on an area that has a lot of manure, and that means the manure will still be undergoing the process of decomposition, and therefore any plant that will be planted in an area where there is a high concentration of manure, it is likely to wither, or rather to dry. We don't want to waste our seedlings. They are very expensive, by the way. A seedling of San Andrea variety, a potted one, it goes for 50 shillings. And for Chandra, it goes for about 30 bob. So we don't want to waste our seedlings. That's why, due to how expensive the seedlings are, the potted one, that's why we are intending to pot our seedlings, and maybe we will manage even to sell some to our viewers. I hope everyone watching this video is aiming to become a strawberry farmer. You can have 2 or 3 in your compound. If you don't want to commercialize strawberry farming, you can have several flowers, and in return you will also be harvesting some fruits. You have also to ensure that you are removing all the residues. The beds must be as clean as possible, because there are some residues that are some like stones and sticks, which will tend to destroy your mulching paper. And remember, the mulching paper that we put in this place, we intend that it will stay here for several years. So we have to take care of it from the beginning. We are done with spreading the manure, and now the only part remaining is in our next video we will be installing the mulching paper. We'll also install the drips and also the delivery pipe, and I will take you through that process, and I hope you will be here with me to watch it. And kindly remember to subscribe, and also like our video, and also comment, tell us where we can improve, and we would like to hear your views. Thank you very much for watching, and let's meet in the next video.